Yesterday's earthquake seemed much longer than the 30 seconds it lasted, but it was short compared to the Great Alaska earthquake in 1964, when the shaking went on for more than 4 minutes. KTVA 11's Eric Ruble talked to some survivors from that quake. He joins us live in downtown Anchorage to tell us their story. Eric?
Yeah, Bonnie, on March 27th of 1964, downtown Anchorage looked a whole lot different than what it does today, with one notable exception. The Lucky Wishbone restaurant behind me looks just like it does now. It was one of the few buildings to survive the earthquake. Much of downtown was destroyed and streets sank several feet in many areas. One group of survivors told me it's not an experience they'll ever forget. Every Monday, a group of longtime Alaskans meets for lunch at the Anchorage Senior Center.
John and I were born here. Jim, were you born here?
They were in their 20s when the second largest earthquake ever recorded.
The noise was horrific.
Hit Anchorage.
I kind of smiled and thought, oh, earthquake. Well, that went away quickly, that smile, I'll tell you.
The 9.2 quake caused widespread damage, especially in the Turnagain neighborhood, where 75 homes were destroyed in a landslide.
The Meads lost 2 children and their home, and we had other friends who lived out there.
More than 130 people were killed, mostly in coastal Alaskan towns devastated by tsunamis.
For me, the hardest part, I think, was afterwards laying in bed and listening to the radio and hearing everything that happened in Valdez, Seward, all the tidal waves.
They say, like yesterday's quake,
I wanted it to stop.
It was terrifying at first, but it injected Alaskans with the will to recover.
You learned what's important in life. Things aren't important. Many people lost everything they had, but they had each other. They had family.
52 years later, still a valuable lesson learned. Now they say while yesterday's quake was the biggest one they had felt since '64, nothing can compare to that 9.2. A seismologist told me it released at least 100 times as much energy as the event we had yesterday. Bonnie and Alexis.
All right, thanks, Eric.